Hello, thank you for joining me. My name's David Charles, International Psychic Medium. Today I'm doing a reading for you called Your Major Spirit Messages of Love. Your Major Love Spirit Messages. This is a pick a card reading, no credits, no music. Let's get straight on with it. Which one should we choose? Let me see. What about that one there on the right? Okay. This is a pick a card reading, which means there'll be 4 stacks for you to choose from. It's a timeless reading. That means you can find it today or 10 years from today. It makes no difference. The time you find this will be the time your spirit guides want you to find it. So if you found this reading today, there will be messages here for you somewhere. So they've been shuffled before. Let's do that. Stack them out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then, a special welcome to you if you're watching alone or you're lonely. It means a lot to me. And we're here in North Devon. Well, I'm here in North Devon, in beautiful North Devon in the UK. And it's just about getting dark and you can't quite hear the sea today. You can hear the sea when it's windy and it's beautiful. So there are your 4 stacks. And they are going to be numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's make them a bit neater than that. Which one do you fancy? 1, 2, 3 or 4? You can pick using your intuition, your psychic ability, if you have some. Most people do. You can pick a lucky number. Pick 1, 2, 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3 or 4. I'll put timestamps below so you can go straight to the one you chose. You don't have to watch all the others if you don't want to. And you can pick more than 1 stack if you want to. You can pick a couple if you want, as many as you want. This is for you, number 1. Let's get straight on with it. Your major secrets from the spirit world regarding your love life. Or maybe lack of it for some of you. What I'm going to do, number 1, is tell you the negatives first. That means we get rid of all the rubbish, get it out of the way, and then we do the lovely positives and all the surprises for you at the end. Then we do some oracle cards, there they are, to see if it backs up the reading. And then I'm going to give you 6 magic numbers, 6 lucky numbers for lotteries, casinos. These numbers could change your life forever. Seriously, they can. The negatives first, number 1. There is some naughtiness going on in the background. If you're a chap, you've got to be careful that other men are not a bit jealous of you. If you're a girl, it may be other girls. But I'm picking up some bad vibes about somebody near to you, maybe more than one person, who has something possibly against you in their head. There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with them. But they seem to be a bit jealous of you. And I'm sure, number 1, that some of you will know who this is, and there could be more than one of them. It could be somebody at work, because I'm picking up links to career or work, or maybe your study, whatever you do during the day, your earthly life. I believe that there's confusion there, and people have got the wrong idea about you. They may think something about you that's not true, or they've got the wrong idea, and they're being a bit nasty sometimes. This may not be happening yet, but it's predicted, and it will be linked to your love life, because these messages from the angels regarding your love life, these are major secrets. These cards are major arcana, like that one, and minor arcana, and the word arcana means secrets. So that's what it's all about. So let me tell you the negatives first. As always, with nearly every reading I do these days, there's stress issues. Now at the moment, when I'm filming this today, we're going through the COVID crisis, but you may find this years from now. However, whenever you do, there seems to be stress linked to your love life. That doesn't mean there's no good stuff at the end of the reading, because there is. But at the beginning of the reading, I do the negatives. And I think you've got stress issues regarding your love life, and there could be some problem with romance, or some problem with a romance that's about to start. So nothing ever runs smoothly. You're going to get these problems, of course. And you can always watch my videos to help you through them. But I can't really see many negatives. I don't see you gushing over with love and passion, but you may know that already. The spirits will tend to tell you stuff that you don't already know. So don't worry about that if you are deeply in love and happy and riding on a blissful pink cloud, but you may not be. And these things could be to come. I think somebody romantically is going to make an offer to you, so you may find that you have at least 1 new admirer coming, number 1, and possibly 2 and maybe 3. So it appears to me that you're very popular, but not all of these romantic interests are fruitful, because there are warnings about misunderstandings. That's the word I'm thinking of. Misunderstandings around your love life. People getting the wrong idea. People possibly getting the wrong idea about you at your work, as I said earlier, and it will be linked to marriage and love and romance, that sort of thing. So there may be some jealousy of you and your relationships, or jealousy of you and your love life. And that's something you can't really help, but I need to tell you that it could be there for some of you. This will not resonate with all of you. It's a general reading. So take in what does and ignore what doesn't, or pick one of the other stacks. Or go to one of my other readings. There's dozens of them on my channel, David Charles Psychic. So some of you will find that once you've overcome this little bit of jealousy and nastiness, which could be around some of you, things are going to get better. That's when we begin now to tell you the positives. For a start off, I think that at least one extra person, there could be two people, sending love feelings to you. And you feel, some of you, that either lost or baffled by it, or some of you may feel that you don't deserve it. But of course, you can't really, not really, have two romances at once. You can love two people at once, I firmly believe that. But there'll always be one that you love more than the other. Think it over. If you've ever thought you love two people, there'll always be what we could call a favourite. One you will love more than the other. One may be coming into your life, bringing passion and love and new things and excitement, and the other may be just fading out of your life, although you still love him or her. The thing will balance itself out in time, and one, I believe, will always float to the surface. The cream goes to the top, of course. I think you're learning a lot about love and romance in the coming weeks. I think, number one, you're learning a lot about yourself and the way you deal with feelings, because it hasn't always been easy for you. Excuse me. The positives here indicate that you're affected positively by the stars, the moon, and the planets. Not the stars in the newspapers, the real stars up there. So if you're into that kind of thing, going out at night, looking at the stars, it's wonderful, especially if you're watching this in the summertime, wherever you may be in this world. Australia, it's pretty hot there now, I believe. UK, it's pretty cold and pretty dark. Anyway, expect confusion. Really, with your love life, number one, expect the unexpected, because anything can happen in the next few weeks and months. And I think most of it's good. Some confusion where you may be misunderstanding each other, you and your lover. You may be getting the wrong end of the stick with you and your new lover, or the wrong end of the stick with you and an old lover. Now, you may have noticed that this reading isn't filled with the Romeo and Juliet stuff, but I believe that is to come. There may be a reason for that, because some of you, I think, with your love life, have become accustomed to each other and maybe got used to each other and starting to feel like friends instead of lovers, which is not really what you want. I mean, I'm not lecturing you, but I don't think that's what you want, number one. I think you want proper love, and I think it's there, but you just got a bit used to each other. Maybe got a bit stale, and you may need to rekindle that. But there are some complications for some of you, because some of you have children, and I'm picking up at least two for some of you. You may have one now and one in the future. You may be expecting one at the moment, or trying for a baby soon. I do think that some of you have children, and one or two of you, there's an age gap between the children, maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. So you may have had one child and then a gap and then another one, or you may have one child now and a long gap, a year or 2 or 3 or 4, and another child will be coming soon. There's nothing wrong with that. The children in this reading bring happiness. They nearly always do. The spirit world do not normally reveal negatives around children. They're nearly always portrayed as bringing happiness, because they do, in most cases, of course. So you're getting a share of love, which means you could have two lovers, but it could also mean that you're being shared, or you're sharing your lover with someone else. Good song, I think, Bobby V, Sharing You. You may have someone that you love, and you may not be the only one. You may be sharing him or her. And of course, that's not ideal. However, I believe the two of you can put this right and put it to how you personally want it, not how I or this reading says. I think, number one, that you can put your love life into a position that you want it to be in. So if you want to move in together, you can do it. If you want to have a love life where you live apart, you can do it. Never easy, but you can do it. I have clients that ring me that have lovers thousands of miles away, but they're still deeply in love. And they know that one day, or they hope that one day, they will be together physically. And they can have a hug and a kiss. So I believe that you're being offered things. I believe that some of you, number one, have love life that is strongly linked to your career. Some of you, not all of you. I think some of you have lovers at work, and some of you, I believe, are falling in love with your boss, or have done already. If you're going somewhere else, like an art class, you may be falling in love with the teacher. If you're going to the gym, you may be having a crush on the instructor. Very common. I do a lot with that. Very common. Lots of people ring me, the girls usually, are falling in love with their gym instructor. So, on a separate note, I'll give you the separates because this is about love really, but there is some money predicted for you. And again, it's a share. The reading has a theme to it about sharing. Sharing money. You may win some money and you're not the only winner. You may use the lucky numbers I'm going to give you, and they can help, believe me. These numbers are picked for this reading earlier today. Some of you are learning about love and learning about yourself, and some of you are learning about other things like study or university or late, adult education. I believe that some of you will fall for the tutor, the teacher, the person who teaches you, okay? I believe that some of you will fall for someone at work. All I've got here that's negative is that somebody around you can be a bit spiteful. So it could be your mother-in-law, it could be someone at work, it could be your sister-in-law or your brother-in-law. Please don't think this applies to everybody, because it doesn't, but it will apply to some of you, and the ones it applies to, I think you already know about it. So if somebody's jealous of you and giving you a hard time, you really, if you can, need to do something about it. You can't always do something about it, but you can look at my other readings. If you want a private reading with me on the telephone, I'll talk to you from anywhere in the world, privately on the phone. You can book me on my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. If I'm not free on there, one of the team that work for me will help you, and they are the best. I only employ the best. And that's davidcharlespsychic.com. And if you want to message me privately, you can email me on there as well. So let's sort this part of the reading. There may be some money coming, and that money could be linked to your lover, because all this stuff should be linked to love. These are major messages from the spirit world, from your own angels. And believe me, they are there. I hope you speak to your spirits sometimes. Expect confusion, expect the unexpected with your love life. Expect offers from possibly more than one lover, potential lover, and possibly more than two as well. So you're very popular, number one. I think some of you have an admirer that is same sex. So you may be interested in that, you may not be, but it doesn't stop you being attracted to people of your own sex. And one or two of you will know about that as well. And that can, of course, create jealousy as well, nastiness. Some of you are moving with your lover. You may be moving house. You may be moving to where he or she lives. It could be miles away. It could be another country. It could be just down the road. But I see joinings together here in physical states, in houses or flats or where you live. Or you may be moving to where they work. There's movement in the reading, and once again, number one, the movement is shown to bring happiness. The major secrets from your spirit world are not warning you about anything disastrous. And if they were, I would tell you. There's no point doing these readings if you don't tell everything. As I see it, number one, things are steady. There's nothing to be scared of. But if you're a victim of jealousy or possibly even bullying, you need to sort it out and get your lover, if he or she can, to help you do that and intervene. but it's not always easy, of course. Now I want to check some tarot oracle cards and see if they back up what I've been telling you, number one. Here they are. These were shuffled earlier. They only get shuffled once for all 4 of these readings. And we're going to do 4 of these, and I won't need my glasses for this. Should memorise them really. This is the first one, and this is an earth card. And see if it backs up what I've told you. The solution to your problem is forgiveness. Allow it to happen. Picture of some woodland there. An avenue of trees. Is it a real photograph? I'm not sure. The solution to your problem is forgiveness. Allow it to happen. So if somebody is being nasty and spiteful and jealous, it may be that the spirit world want you to forgive them. And let's see if you can do that, and if they continue to be nasty or naughty towards you. But sometimes when the spirit world say you need forgiveness, they mean that you need to forgive yourself. Number one, you may be being a bit hard on yourself. And the secret to your future happiness is forgiveness. So if you're holding yourself responsible for something you've done in the past, that could be your problem if there is one. Forgive yourself, allow it to happen. If your lover has been a bit naughty, and we can all be a bit naughty, the spirit world and the oracle are asking you to consider forgiveness. Not always easy, but whatever it is. Anything that's easy is probably not worth having. Let's try the second one, another earth card by the looks of it. There we have a lake. Always reminds me of Lake Louise in Canada. I'm sure it isn't. Could be. You may know. If so, email me. I'd love to know what it is. Your struggles will end when you start trying to be happy instead of being right. Well, you can't be right all the time. So remember that. Your struggles will end when you start trying to be happy instead of being right. So that's important. I don't think that means you're trying to be right all the time, but you need to try and be happy. You need to allow yourself to be happy. It seems to be pointing to me, these messages from Spirit seem to be pointing to me that you are being a bit hard on yourself, number one. And maybe there's a reason for that, and I don't think it's a valid reason, so stop it. Be kinder to yourself. Forgive yourself if that's the thing. And try to be happy. Allow yourself to be happy. Because it may be that you're not allowing yourself to enjoy life, and that would be a terrible shame. So, let's try the next one. There's another earth card. And they've been shuffled. That's like someone lying down in a forest and taking a picture upwards. You can see that? This one is saying to you, number one, time in nature will help you find the answer to your problem. So the spirit world are saying to me that you have a problem. Only you know what that is. And again, it won't apply to all of you. But time in nature will help. Time in the woods, somewhere safe, of course. Maybe down the beach, if you're near one, or going for nice walks in the country. Go and park the car in the country and have a little walk around. But please do it where it's safe. That's one more of these. It's an air card. Oh, I love that one. Lovely. I think they're crocuses. This one says to you, a neighbour holds the key to your next project. Keep in touch. A neighbour. That could be a friend at work, a neighbour that is literally your next door neighbour. It could be someone you know and they can help you. A neighbour holds the key to your next project, your next plans, you're part of your future. Somebody you know will hold the key and could help you. So you have, I think, number one, an interesting reading, a few negatives but hardly any, a bit of stress, but that's in nearly every reading these days. If I read for someone in Australia, India or America, they're nearly always stress, and that's the modern world we live in at the moment. So let's take a look at your lucky numbers. You may want to get a pen, you may want to just run this back and look at them again. There's 6 lucky numbers here that are magic. These are made, I picked these numbers for you with the help of my angels, spirit guides this morning. And these can help you with lotteries, casinos, something like that. But please do not gamble excessively. And if you're a child watching this, you mustn't watch this. It's very naughty. So, your first number one, is number 2. You may recognise some of these. Number 9, they could be birthdays, wedding anniversaries. 14, 22, 30 and 41. They could be numbers that you know. They may mean nothing to you, but these numbers can be important. Just use a couple of them. You don't need to use all 6. Pick the ones you like. If you want to do a lottery, maybe you need all 6. I'll give them you again. 2, 9, 14, 22, 30 and 41. Let me know if you win the jackpot. Please comment below. I do value your comments, and I answer all of my comments that you make. Please join our family, our lovely family of subscribers, by clicking the subscribe button. And I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. You could help me do that. And click the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload new videos every few days. And please tell your friends, share me on Facebook, social media, and stick with us, because I always give lucky numbers now, and they are helpful. I can tell you some stories about that. The lucky numbers can be very, very special. As I said, you don't need to use all 6. Use the ones you like. It's been a pleasure talking to you, number one. Wherever you are in this beautiful world, stay safe. And I'm going to get ready now for number 2. So, catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello again. If you chose number 2, this one is for you. This pick a card reading, as you know, a timeless reading, which means you'll find it today, or next week, or next year, or 10 years from now. You'll find this reading when your spirit guides want you to find it. The title of this reading is this: Messages of Love, Secret Messages of Love from your spirit guides. They're major secrets. And welcome to North Devon in the UK. A special welcome if you're alone or lonely. It means a lot to me that you watch my videos. And please consider subscribing. Join our wonderful family of subscribers from all over the world. And let me tell you about your major secrets from the spirit world regarding your love life, number 2. What I'm going to do is tell you the negatives first. So we get them out of the way, get rid of all the negatives, then we do the lovely positives and all the nice surprises. Then we do oracle cards to see if they back up what I've told you. And then I'm going to give you 6 magic numbers, 6 lucky numbers that can help you with lotteries, casinos, anything to do with that. But please gamble safely, and don't gamble if you're a child, and you shouldn't be watching this if you're a child anyway. Right, the negatives first. Somebody, regarding your love life, very similar to number 1. There's a bit of backstabbing going on, number 2. Somebody has got the knives out. It could be a man or a woman. I think there's only one of them. In number 1's reading, there could have been a few. But somebody is not the same to you when you're not there. They're nice to your face, and maybe lovely to your face, but behind your back there's some skullduggery going on. Love that word, skullduggery going on. Somebody is being a bit naughty, and they could be backstabbing. Now this may not be happening yet, but it's predicted in the coming weeks and months. And of course this won't apply to all of you. Just take in what resonates with you, number 2, and ignore the rest, or go to a different stack. You can pick more than one stack, or go to one of my other readings, and there's dozens of them on my website, on my YouTube channel. So look out for some backstabbing, as depicted there, as you can see. Easy card to remember for you. Apart from that, there's not really many negatives, but one of the negatives could be the person that you're thinking of is linked to love. So you may be thinking of a certain man or woman when we're doing this reading now, regarding your major love secrets from the angels, from your own angels and spirit guides. And believe me, they are there. The person I've got here that I'm a bit worried about is a person that can be quite negative in his approach to you. It's a person that can be quite negative in his or her approach to life. They may be the sort of person that is always pessimistic. And they don't mean it, but if you tell them something lovely, they'll seem to find a downside to it. And they seem to always find a downside. Do you know who this is? number 2. I'm looking into your eyes now. I think you may know who it is, some of you. Somebody around you, or coming your way, that could be a love interest, can be a bit negative, and they can, if you allow them to, they can force your moods down. They can make you a bit fed up. Now, if that's your lover, I believe that he or she may be affecting the way affecting your moods, number 2. As I said, it may not be yet, but it's coming. So, these are the negatives. I'm going to tell you the great stuff at the end, and there is some. At the moment, I'm struggling to see negatives again. Usually the readings provide plenty of negatives, but there's not many in this one, number 2. I think what you have here is mostly positive. So watch out for somebody who could be nasty behind your back. In other words, don't tell people all your secrets unless you know for certain that you can trust them. And it could be someone you least expect. Excuse me. Someone you don't think of, someone you really trust. Could be someone that maybe you shouldn't. But at the same time, I don't want you to be paranoid either, because it won't affect all of you, just some of you. So let me tell you some positives. You have, this is almost like number 1 again. You may have an admirer that is not the one you thought. In fact, the one I mentioned that could be a negative person may have a competitor coming his way or her way. So, I believe that somebody is very romantic, loving, kind, young at heart. They may not be young, but they're young at heart. And they are looking at you with admiring eyes, number 2. Bluntly, they fancy you. But they don't just fancy you physically. They like what they see, and they like what they hear, and they like your personality. There's more to this than just physical looks, because number 2, you are shown to me by the spirit world to be quite a special person. And this person who's coming your way is arty, colourful, peaceful. It's not a negative person. They're peaceful, they're tranquil, they like the arts, they like the beauty of life. They can look at the woodland and the countryside and see beauty in it. They can see beauty in things that other people don't even notice. So they could be an artist, a photographer. Not saying that they are, but they could be if they wanted to be. Something in the arts. They could be into acting or drama. Or music, of course. They're heading in your direction, number 2. And some of you may have already met them. I don't know. I'm looking into your eyes again, number 2. But some of you may have already met this person. And the spirit world are saying to me that it's time for you, number 2, to go on a journey of learning spiritual nature. Not a physical journey, although that can be happening as well. But the spirit world are saying to you, really, you don't want to be with the negative person. You can tell me I'm wrong in the comments below, but I think they're advising that you should avoid negative people. I think the spirit guides want you to take a chance with somebody that's coming your way that I just described. Arty, peaceful, kind. And if you're a lady, this is the kind of man that will treat you like a lady. Or a woman, if you like women. If you're a lady, I think this person could put you on a pedestal and treat you special like a queen, like a princess. If you're a man, then it may be a lady that's got the hot feelings for you, and they're coming your way, and they also, they think you're hot, that's the right word. And they may put you on a pedestal, but I don't think it's a physical thing at all. I think it's a spiritual thing, and I think they like what they see, they like your personality. And of course, if you are a man, they might think you're a bit, attractive. But that is what I'm picking up here. I think you may have a lover or a person, a contact, a connection that is negative, and you may be conveniently overlooking that. And I think the spirit guides are saying to you that if someone new comes along, don't hurt anybody, of course, but if someone new does come along that I've mentioned or described, it may be time for you to take a chance. Maybe. As I said, it won't apply to all of you. The spirit guides are wanting you to have a go, really, and to learn to move into a more exciting time. What you have here, number 2, indicates a lot of psychic activity, and you have a female spirit guide with you right now as you're watching this. Whether you're a man or a girl, it makes no difference. I believe you have a spirit guide with you which comes through in lots of readings. You could be at work, you could be sitting on the beach, you could be walking the dog, you could be taking a bath, but somewhere with you now there's a lady in spirit, and it's one of your angels, and she, I believe, has got you to watch this video today. And you chose, number 2, you chose these cards from all these stacks, and so there will be a message in here for you somewhere, number 2. It may not all resonate with you, but some of it will. I believe this lady is peaceful, spiritual, and it's the sort of person in spirit that matches the person you're about to meet. So that's quite relevant. You're about to meet, or you may have just met, someone who is peaceful and tranquil and loving and kind and caring. A person with a personality that will suit you so very much, number 2. So the message is take a chance, and I believe, number 2, that you're heading for a magical period if you're not already in it. Everything around you may seem magical, like sprinkling of stardust, and stardust is important. The journey you're about to take, I believe, will take you into a more spiritual time. I think, number 2, that if you have psychic ability or mediumship qualities or magic witchcraft qualities, this is a time for you to enhance them, to grow them and develop them. That is what the major secrets here are. The secrets from your spirit guides are saying to you, allow yourself to become more spiritual. You get this occasionally, but it's not in every reading by a long way. So let's get the negatives again. Bit of backstabbing, bit of jealousy. A person around you that can be negative, it may not be a lover, it could be your sister or your brother or someone at work, that they're negative and it's affecting you, and they can bring your moods down because you can be quite a soft and a caring person, number 2. And I know that you know that. If you want to look at this further and you want a reading with me privately, I can read for you from anywhere in the world on the phone. Just go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and you can book me there. If I'm not free, one of the team that work for me will help you, and I only employ the very best psychics and mediums. If they want to get in my team, they've got to be the best. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. And I said earlier, I think, a special welcome to you if you're watching this alone or lonely. Right, now what I'm going to do is before I give you your magic numbers, is see if the oracle cards back up what I've told you. And they've been shuffled earlier. They only get shuffled once for this, before the 4 readings, the 4 stacks. You're entering a spiritual time. You have a lady spirit guide with you right now. You'll have spirit guides with you all the time. But at the moment, I'm picking up an important one. Could be someone you lost recently. Could be someone you lost when you were a child or before you were even born. But it's someone who is connected to you in spirit that is bringing you these messages, and I am only the medium. Let's see what the oracle cards make of this. You're going to do 4 of these and then your magic numbers. The first one is an earth card. A picture of the moon above a tree. Look at that. Photoshop, or is it real? You tell me. This one says to you, number 2, this isn't what you expected to happen, but trust that it's part of the plan. It's backed up exactly what I told you. The spirit guides are active in this reading, very active. This isn't what you expected to happen, but trust that it's part of the plan. The spirit world, number 2, have plans for you, and you're entering a very magical time, so enjoy it. It's wonderful. It won't last forever, so enjoy the moments that are coming up in the next few weeks and possibly months. If you have any spiritual side or interest in psychic stuff, let it come into you, look at it, listen to your inner voices, and don't just ignore them and write them off as coincidences, okay? I'm lecturing a bit now, so I'm not lecturing you, but I want you to enjoy your life because it looks like a good period coming up. Next one's another earth card. A butterfly on clover. Now that does look real. I think it is. Could be an artist painting. Good things will happen. This is saying to you, number 2, good things will happen when you give yourself some of the love that you give to others. This is very similar to number 1. The spirit world are telling you or asking you, number 2, to love yourself. You're good at giving love to everyone else. Give yourself some love. That's what they're saying to me, to say to you. And again, I believe a lot of you will know exactly what this means. It can mean that you've been hard on yourself. You need to look in the mirror, number 2, and see a person that you love, genuinely love, like you love everybody else. Give yourself a break, in other words. There's another one. This is an air card. Some of you know what a feather means, or what it's supposed to mean if you find one in the house or in the car. It's supposed to mean that you're visited by an angel, and this is an angel reading. These messages are from your spirit guides, the angels. These are major secrets. And this one says to you, number 2, the answer is near. You just need to look a little bit closer to home. So it tells me, number 2, that you're searching for something that you may already have. So look in your own backyard. Good song, Al Jolson. Your own backyard. The bird with feathers of blue is waiting for you. So what you're searching for, number 2, may be something that you've already got. Is it love you're searching for? Is it friendship? I don't think it's material. I don't think it's a house or a car. I think you're searching for something, and I believe you're a very spiritual person, and some of you may not even realize it. Last card, and then we do your lucky numbers. An earth card. Somebody looking through one of their beautiful crystals, and it looks as though the sun is blocking out what they look like. This one is saying visualization will help you to heal. See your body bathed in a glow. This card comes up a lot. They're asking you to almost meditate and imagine yourself bathed in a glow of warmth. A bit like a halo around an angel, or if you're English, you may remember the Ready Brek advert with a child who had a glow around him, protecting him from the cold. If you can imagine that glow around you when you're lying meditating or relaxing, it will be very good for you. So, visualization will help you to heal. That doesn't mean you're ill. It means healing your thoughts and loving yourself. See your body bathed in a glow. Your body is what you live in. The spirit is something else. Eventually, your body will leave you and you'll just be spirit. And what happens next is a matter of opinion, of course. I wonder what you think. Comments below, please. What happens to us when we pass over? So, visualization will help you to heal. See your body bathed in a glow. Number 2, you've got a very special time coming up. I really mean that. And romantically, the major secrets are not that many because you know the answers to a lot of them already. Now, I'm going to give you 6 lucky numbers. You don't need to use all 6. You may only want a couple of them. These numbers will help you in lotteries, hopefully, casinos and gambling, but do not gamble more than you should or you normally do. Please, you'll get me into trouble. You can write these down, or you can just run it back and watch them again. The lucky numbers here may be familiar. They could be birthdays, they could be wedding dates, anniversaries, they could be divorce anniversaries, but they may be special. They may mean nothing to you at all. But these numbers were chosen by me with my spirit guide helps earlier today, especially for number 2. And they are number 8, going to get the glasses again, 11, 12 and 13, 28 and 37. Do you recognise any of those? Let me know in the comments below. I always answer my comments. I love to hear from you. So, number 8, giving you again, 11, number 12, number 13, 28 and 37. These numbers can help you and change your life, but do not overdo it with gambling, as I said. Please join my family by subscribing. We've got lovely people in our family from all over the world, every corner of the world. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. You can help me do that. Click the bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video every few days. Please give me a like down below if you like it, and share me with your friends. And once again, thank you if you're watching alone. Thank you all of you for watching. It means a lot to me, and I've really enjoyed speaking to you. Now I'm going to get ready for number 3, and I'll say goodbye for now. Don't forget, I'm going to give you lucky numbers in all of my readings in future, so please subscribe. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello. If you chose number 3, this one's for you. Thank you for joining me in North Devon in beautiful England. And this is your reading entitled Major Secrets of Love from your Spirit Guides. So Spirit Guides, secrets, major secrets regarding your love life. And these are things you need to know. But this is, of course, a timeless reading, which means you can find it today, next year, or 10 years from now. You'll find this reading, number 3, when your Spirit Guides want you to find it. So if you pick this number from all of these cards, and you chose these cards, number 3, there will be messages here for you somewhere. It won't all resonate with you, but please take in what does, ignore what doesn't, or pick one of the other cards, or go to my channel where there's dozens of other readings you can pick, nearly all about love life. So what we're going to do, number 3, is tell you all the negatives first, get them out of the way. Then we do the positives and the lovely surprises and the nice things towards the end. Then we do the oracle cards to see if it backs up what I've told you. And then at the end, I'm going to give you 6 magic numbers, lucky numbers that I selected earlier with my Spirit Guides to help you with lotteries, casinos, that kind of thing. But do not gamble more than you should. Be careful. But they could change your life forever. So stay with me till the end for the lucky numbers and the positives of this reading. Right now, I'm going to give you the negatives, and please subscribe if you like this, and click like if you like it as well. At the moment, I think as far as your love life goes, number 3, you're making heavy going of it, some of you, not all of you. You may find that some of it is a struggle in the coming weeks and months, and a lot of it is your own doing because you're making it harder than it should be. I don't know what the spirit world mean exactly by that, but I'm sure that you, if it's you, number 3, you will know. I'm looking at your eyes now, I can see you. If you're making it hard, it could be that you're being stubborn or something with your lover, or that you're just making it heavy weather it and pushing water uphill, which you've got to stop. So chill out, calm down, and allow your love to flow. That's the message from the spirit world. I'm not saying that's negative really, but it's something you may need to keep your eye on, because things could be possibly better than you're allowing them to be. You're making heavy going of it. I think some of you are thinking about packing it in with your lover or your husband or your wife. Now that does not mean that you should, but I think some of you are thinking of ending it or walking away. If that is the case, number 3, the spirit world are asking you to think it over very carefully before you do that. Because once you go and make that decision, it's very difficult to get it back. And if you do get it back, it's never really the same again. However, if you've got problems with your love life and someone's being a bit nasty or naughty to you, then you may need to consider moving away. And then when you come back, you can start again with a more even, well, sort out the problems, in other words, so you're coming back to something better. But some of you, not all of you, are thinking about walking away from a situation. You could be giving up a lover, you could be giving up going to your lover's mother's house or something like that. Mother-in-law's causing trouble or something like that. But it's not a bad thing. But I believe that most of you, number 3, are heading towards a lover's crossroads. Now this is important. Once again, it may not be negative. A crossroads can mean a brand new lover. A crossroads can mean that you have 2 lovers, or even 3, and you have to choose one of them, because you can't have 2 lovers. Not realistically anyway, and you certainly don't want 3 of them, or 4. So you're heading towards a crossroads. I said I'd tell you the negatives first, but once again, this may not be negative, but a crossroads can mean a brand new lover for you. It can mean 2 lovers, and you have to choose one. But of course, it can also mean that you think you're in love when you're not. It's a crush. it's infatuation, or it's something you want and it's not working yet. Doesn't mean it won't work, but you've got a crossroads coming up. When you reach this crossroads, this lover's crossroads, you'll have to make some decisions, number 3. And the decisions you make will shape you for many years to come. So it's important that you make the right choices, the right decisions. Whether to walk away, stay with it, whether to go with lover number 1 or lover number 2, you may be spoilt for choice. You may be. But the decisions you make when you reach this crossroads may or probably will shape your life for many, many years to come. So it's important that you make the right ones. If you want a full reading with me on this on the phone, you can book me on my website, davidcharlespsychic.com, and I'll read for you from anywhere in the world. If I'm not free, one of the team that work for me will help you, and I only employ the best. So my team are good, or they wouldn't be in my team. So stop making hard work of your romance if you can. If you reach a crossroads and you have to make some decisions, you must make them. If you don't make them, they may be forced upon you, number 3. So make decisions because you want to, not because something forces you to do it. I have a lady coming through who cares for you, and she's worried about you. If you're a man, this could be one of your male friends who's concerned about you. So I don't see anything to worry about, but obviously this person cares a lot for you. I think for most of you it's a girl, a lady who is a mum. She's a mum, she's a parent. She may not be married, she may be a single parent, but I think she's caring, she's kind, and if she says she'll help you, she will. If she says she'll be there for you, she will be there for you, and you can rely on her. If it's a man, you can rely on him. They will, of course, expect the same in return, so don't let them down either. Some of you are going to see an older chap like a granddad, or a granddad figure, or a father figure for advice. This is not a spirit, this is someone on this side of life. This person is wise, they've had a good life, they know what they're talking about. If you go to this person for information or advice, then once you've asked for it, listen to it and act upon it, because they know what they're talking about. It could be a woman, it could be an older lady like a grandma or your mother or a mother figure. It could be a man, a granddad figure, or a father figure. This person is going to give you advice that's not negative, it's positive. So the negatives are, you may be considering giving something up. It will be to do with your love life. This is a love reading. This reading is about major secrets from your own spirit guides, from your own angels coming through me for you. You are making things harder than they should be. You're not seeing the wood for the trees. Things are staring you in the face, number 3, and you're missing them. A bit like number 1, some of your lovers, number 3, may be linked to your career, maybe. Doesn't mean you work with them necessarily, but there may be some link to your earthly life. If you're considering giving something up, then consider it wisely. Don't jump unless you have to. Think it over carefully. Once again, you can have a full reading with me if you want one. I've got a lady who's worried about you. Mostly it's a lady, it could be a man. Let me tell you the positives. I believe that when you've sorted all this out, and there are things to sort out, lovers' crossroads, that sort of thing, making things harder than they should be. Once you've done that, there will be for you a major celebration. And I don't mean Christmas, I don't mean your birthday. There could be a major celebration coming up. Now that could be a wedding. For some of you, you may celebrate a divorce, but it's a celebration where you'll have a glass of wine or something if you drink, or a glass of pop if you don't. Soda pop, you call it in America, I think. Something is giving you reason to celebrate, and it's a big celebration. This is a very big celebration, and it will be linked, as the title of the reading suggests, it will be linked to your love life. So there's good things coming, number 3. Trust me, for most of you. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, or all of it, take in what does and ignore what doesn't. And of course, a special welcome to you. I always say, if you're watching this alone or you're lonely, that does mean a lot to me that you bother to watch my videos. and I hope you'll join and become part of our family of subscribers. So, click the like button, as I think I asked you to, and join our subscribers. And if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, click the bell icon, and please share me with your friends. So the positives here are a celebration. I think the love life will improve. I don't think it's that bad anyway. I think there's improvement. I don't see you riding off into the sunset on a white horse, but that doesn't come through in many readings. I think you're already, into that kind of thing. I think you're already settled as far as you want to go, a lot of you. But I think once you've made your lover's choices, once you've passed the lover's crossroads, where you can go left, right or straight ahead, by the way, it means usually don't go backwards. You can go left, right or straight ahead when you reach this lover's crossroads, but don't go backwards. Talk to your spirit guides, number 3. They are listening, they are there, they've got you to watch this, they've helped you to pick this stack, so they are important. This is a spirit reading, this is from your angels, number 3. Now we're going to look at some oracle cards, and then I'm going to give you 6 magic looking numbers that I selected earlier with my spirit guides, just for you who chose this number. You don't need to use all 6 of them, you can just use 2 or 3 of them, but they will help you. They could make you rich. As I keep saying, don't gamble more than you should. The first oracle card, we do 4 of these, and they've been shuffled before I did any of these readings. The first one is a water card, and I want to see if it backs up what I've told you. That's a nice picture, isn't it? A sea, like a surf wave. The deep blue sea washes away your cares and concerns. Now, that tells me that you can, if you're by the sea, brilliant, but not all of you will be. So if you can lie down and picture the sea, the ocean, washing away your cares and concerns. Picture it. If not, picture yourself maybe near a waterfall, if you can do that. Depends how good you are at visualization, but these visualization techniques will help wash away your cares and your concerns and help you stop making life more difficult than it should be. Hope you're with me on that. Let's try the next one. This one's a water card. This one she looks like she's walking on the water, look. There are lilies by there, by the side. This one says to you, number 3, things not turning out how you'd hoped. Question mark. Things not turning out how you'd hoped. Try to see the positives in the situation. It's saying what I've told you. It's backing up what I've told you. Look for the positives. Don't walk away without great consideration. Don't give up on something unless you're dead cert that you need to. So try to see the positives. I'll just read it to you once more. Things not turning out how you'd hoped. Try to see the positives in the situation, because there are positives, and I know that because it's not a negative reading, number 3. Let's do another one. A fire card. Looks like a flower on fire. Amazing. This one says to you, number 3, there's news of an exciting new endeavour. Use your ingenuity. Ingenuity means you're clever. You're not daft. There's news of something exciting coming. This could be a new job, as I've hinted at, it could be a new romance, but enjoy it. Use your ingenuity, use your common sense, and go with what's coming. This reading is about flow, I think. The spirits are asking you to go with the flow. Don't give up things too quickly without consideration. When you get to your lover's crossroads, make your decisions. Don't wait till you're forced into it. Important. Complicated reading this, but very interesting and nothing to scare you, nothing frightening. Some readings will scare the life out of you. Here, the last one's a fire card. The moon over the ocean. Now that does look like Photoshop, doesn't it? Maybe I'm being harsh, but it's a lovely picture anyway. This one's saying to you, this fire card, you're embarking on a road that will bring you joy and abundance. Remember that? You're embarking on a road, a journey in other words, that brings you the joy and abundance. So it doesn't necessarily mean a road, as in driving on a road. It means the road, your destiny, the road to your destiny, number 3. It will lead you to abundance. Maybe it's linked to the magic numbers I'm going to give you. You're embarking on a road that brings you joy and abundance. So remember that. Be positive. Ignore negative thoughts. Try not to have them. Right now, I'm going to give you 6 magic numbers that I picked earlier with my spirit guides. You don't need to use all 6. Just use 2 or 3 of them if you want to, or use all 6. These numbers may resonate with you. They could be wedding dates. They could be houses you've lived in. Work check numbers. Birthdays, Christmases, wedding days. They may mean nothing at all, but these numbers can help you, number 3. So write them down. If you haven't got a pen, you can always watch this again. Your first number is 13, 21, 22, 28, 36 and 45. These numbers, number 3, can help you tremendously. Not always, but a lot of the time. As I said, you don't have to use them all. Are they familiar? Use them on lotteries, gambling, but don't gamble without due care and attention. You'll get me into trouble. I'll just give you one more time. 8, 11, 12, 13, 28 and 37. These numbers could change your life. Let me know if you hit the jackpot. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Help me get 1,000 subscribers. You could be number 1,000. We need a few yet. Share me with your friends. And what else I've got to tell you? Don't forget to click the bell icon if you want to be notified every time I upload another video, every few days. All my videos from now on will have lucky numbers at the end that could change your life for the better. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me in beautiful North Devon as it got dark now. In England, not far from the sea. You can hear it on a rough day. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to get ready for number 4 now. So catch you later. Bye-bye. Hello again. If you chose number 4, this one is for you. Let's have a look. This is called Major Secrets of Love from Your Spirit Guides. Major secrets of love that are coming straight to you from your angels. Now then, if you chose number 4, you'll know, well, I think you'll know it's a timeless reading, which means you can find this reading today, next year or 10 years from now. It makes no difference. You'll find this reading when your spirit guides want you to find it. And you chose number 4 from all these other cards. You chose these, so there will be a message in here for you somewhere, number 4. So take in what resonates and ignore what doesn't. I'm going to tell you the negatives first, get them out of the way, then we do the lovely positives and all the surprises at the end, and then I'll do some oracle cards to see if they back it up, and then I'm going to give you 6 magic lucky numbers that I picked for you earlier with my spirit guides to match this reading for you, number 4. These numbers will help you with lotteries and gambling, but do not overdo it. You must gamble safely, otherwise you'll get me into trouble. So 6 magic numbers. Stay with me until the end. I always give lucky numbers now after my readings, and I'm going to tell you the negatives first, get them out of the way. First of all, it seems to me that you're waiting for something linked to your love life. You're waiting for something. And you may be getting fed up with waiting for something because you feel that something is not right. And you may be correct, because this reading also indicates that things are being kept from you. And it's almost certainly linked to love and romance. So if you're with somebody or seeing somebody or you're married to somebody, they may not be telling you everything that you want to know. They may be keeping things from you to protect you sometimes. This reading also can mean, of course, that you are being secretive yourself. Comes up in lots of readings. It's very common. Secrecy doesn't necessarily mean lying or not telling the truth. Secrecy can just mean leaving things out conveniently. However, I think you're waiting for something. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Are you waiting for a proposal? Are you waiting, number 4, for some kind of commitment from this person, from your person of interest? I think you'll have a person of interest. That may be why you're watching this. If not, then one is coming your way soon. I'm also picking up somebody heading your way that you may not know yet, or you may know well. You could be married to them. Somebody who has flair and charisma, but they've got something to hide. They may have a hidden skeleton in the cupboard that they're not telling you about. There's something about them that makes them deep. Not shifty, nothing like that, but deep, and, well, they don't let things out easily. It may be that they've been hurt in the past and they're fed up with it, so they keep themselves to themselves. So you may need to coax it out of them, number 4. Because something in this reading tells me that you need to know something that you're not being told yet. This may be in 6 months' time, it may not be yet, but watch out for secrecy. We had stress issues today with number 1, and you've got these, number 4. Your stress levels are looking 8 out of 10. That's too high. Stress comes up in nearly every reading these days, but 8 out of 10, your stress levels are too high. Some of you, as I keep saying, this won't resonate with all of you. If you don't feel it resonates, pick one of the other numbers or go to one of my other readings. There's dozens on my YouTube channel. And they're nearly all about love. So, I think if something's being kept from you, number 4, you can work it out yourself, almost certainly, because you're very psychic and intuitive. So you may have an inkling what it is, but we need to make sure that you get it right. But try and work out what's being kept from you. Try and work out what it is that you want to know that this person is hiding from you. I think they may be a bit deep. This may not be your lover, but I think it is. If it's not your lover yet, then it will be, he or she will be soon. At the moment you're waiting, and you're waiting patiently, and you may be getting a bit fed up with waiting soon. Now, as with one of the other readings tonight, this reading indicates, number 4, that you're very psychic. Some of you are highly psychic, and some of you are heading for a very highly psychic period, and you get these, I say, usually about twice a year. And you're heading into one now. From when you watch this reading, your psychic side is reaching a climax. You're going through a very high period. This means that it's good timing for choosing new jobs, big decisions, marriages, divorces, house moves, changes of lovers. This is the time to do anything big because your psychic side is on a high and you can make decisions with the benefit of your spirit guides being very with you at the moment. In other words, very powerful at the moment. You can look at people at the moment, number 4, and you'll know if they're good or bad. You can look at situations, and just by the feelings inside, you'll know if they're good or bad. I think some of you will know what I mean. So lower your stress levels. Whatever you do to relax, try and do it more. Maybe go to the gym. I don't know why I say that, because I don't find that relaxing. Go to the beach, have a walk, take the dog out if you have one. Meditate, read a book, whatever makes you feel calm and relaxed. Have a massage, go to a sauna, a jacuzzi. But you need to lower your levels of stress. Of course, if you can, have a couple of days away or more. When I'm filming this now, we're in the middle of the COVID crisis, but you may be watching this years from now. Whenever you watch this reading, it will be relevant from that day. So get your stress levels down, number 4. It's important. When the spirit's guides say relax, you need to listen. Be aware that secrecy is around you and your stress levels are too high and they're going up, so you need to stop that. So I'm glad you're watching this today. I'm going to tell you the positives in a minute. And as long as you are aware of secrecy, I think you'll be okay. Let's tell you the positives. It appears that somebody from your past is going to get in touch. This may have already happened. It could be an ex-husband or wife. It could be an ex-lover. Or it could be just someone who you were friends with when you were younger. As always with these readings, they normally would advise, spirit guides would normally advise that you can stay friends with old lovers, but you can't go back and be lovers again. And this one is no exception. There are sometimes exceptions, but I'm picking up here now that if you return to an old lover, unhappiness will prevail, and that wouldn't be good. I think the reason is because you lost each other last time, and you've had things happen since then. You've had new lovers perhaps, and it would cause animosity and possibly jealousy. So going back to an old lover is not really advised in this particular reading, number 4. Sometimes it is, but not today. But I think you and this old lover or old friend will be glad to see each other. You may exchange phone numbers, and you may keep in touch. But it's possible that you're going to meet through social media, which is what most people are doing these days. Keep them as friends, treasure their friendship, but don't return into an old love affair. It will bring unhappiness, and it may prevent you from going in the direction that the Spirit want you to go in. And I think they want you to go into something that is fresh and new, or that you've got now, not something from the past. So, the positives. If you're moving house, it's wonderful, especially if the moving house is with someone you love. If you're moving in with someone you love, fantastic. If you're going to a new location with someone you love, wonderful. If you're changing countries with someone you love, wonderful. I think this happened earlier tonight. I think some of you are in same-sex relationships, and you may be moving with someone of the same sex, and it looks really happy. It's great. Don't hesitate. Go for it. I'll repeat, this won't apply to all of you. If you want a proper, accurate reading privately with me, you can book me on the telephone from anywhere in the world by going to my website. That's davidcharlespsychic.com. You can book me on there and I'll read for you from anywhere in the world privately on the phone. If you can't get me and I'm busy, one of the team that work for me will help you, and I only employ the best. My team of psychics and mediums are the elite. Otherwise they don't get in my team. So, if you want to comment to me or message me privately, davidcharlespsychic.com. But please comment below, because it's nice to hear your comments, especially if the lucky numbers help you and make you a millionaire. They could do. Let's tell you the positives. I think the secrecy will be sorted out soon. I think your love life is improving. I don't see Romeo and Juliet, which I keep saying today, but I've got to tell you the truth. But that can mean that you're already happy. The spirit guides tend to tell you secrets, things you don't know. That's why they're called secrets. So things you already know won't be included. I think your psychic stuff is on a high, and if you have psychic ability, number 4, you will have healing ability. So you could do Reiki, or learn Reiki, or aromatherapy, acupuncture, hypnotherapy, any of those things, and help your fellow man, because I think that's what you like doing. I think if God has given you, or the powers of the universe, whatever you perceive them to be, if they've given you healing ability and psychic ability, it's a gift that you need to use, or you should use, or consider using. So the secrecy will be dealt with. The person from the past can be a friend, nothing more. You've got to get your stress levels down, and you've got to look after yourself. If you can get a holiday, please do so. If you're moving with someone, it should bring great happiness, so don't fear it. If you're planning to move and you're being a bit nervous about it, I think for most of you it will be a good thing. Now, there's a gift coming your way as well. Of course, I'm filming this near Christmas, but this may not be Christmas. You may be watching this in mid-July, but I'm seeing somebody giving you a present, a gift. Could be a bottle of perfume, could be an engagement ring. But there's a gift coming your way. It's important, otherwise the spirits wouldn't tell me about it. So expect the expected there as well. Let's check and see if the oracle cards agree with what I've told you. These were shuffled once only today before these 4 readings. So I don't know what's coming. Let's get the glasses and have a quick look. Then I'm going to use 6 magic numbers that could help you with lotteries, could change your life, so stay with me. Lucky numbers that will help, and they've been proven to be very helpful in the past. Your first oracle card is a fire card, signified by somebody floating lots of candles on the ocean. Have they really done that, or is that a Photoshop effect? This one says to you, number 4, see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras and visions. This is backing up exactly what I've just told you. Your spiritual side, see things in all of its forms. The energy of love. The energy of love, well, love is the strongest force in the universe. Nothing is stronger than love. And nothing can defeat love. You can't keep it out. You can't keep it out of these readings either. So, see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras and visions. This is telling me that you need to look at your dreams, number 4. Keep a notepad, write down your dreams. I say over and over again, if your dreams are repetitive, they will have a meaning. The spirit guides repeat the dreams because they want to get messages through and you're not getting it, so they keep repeating it. So you may find the dreams' meanings will come to you days later. You may be washing the dishes, cleaning the car. You may be walking along the beach. Suddenly, the meaning of the dream will come to you. You may be washing the dishes or, as I said, vacuuming the carpet. But the meaning will come to you and you'll suddenly realise. So keep an eye on your dreams. Keep an eye on your daydreams as well. Thoughts that just pop into your mind can be very, very important and very revealing, and they're messages and they are secrets from your spirit guide. This reading is called Secrets of Love from your spirit guides, major secrets. This one, there's 4 of these for you. This one's a water card. That's a beautiful waterfall. Long exposure photograph. That's when you leave the exposure open for a second or more, minutes sometimes. This one says to you, your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Once again, it's saying to you, follow your guidance. This reading, follow your spirit guides. Follow the feelings inside you, number 4. It's a very special time. And these readings, these oracle cards are backing up what I translated from the spirit world in your main tarot reading. So, I'll read it to you once more. Your prayers are being answered. They're manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Follow your intuition. The feelings inside you. Okay? Next one is a fire card, looks like. Seems like embers burning over some water there. Unusual photograph. Don't know why I'm saying that, I've seen it 1,000 times. Anyway, you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. What a fantastic reading. I'm so glad you stayed with me, because this reading is so, well, enthusiastic is the word. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Expect something really good, number 4. This is a very good reading for most of you. One more, then the lucky numbers. A fire card, this time candles, laying there again, not on water this time. It says to you, number 4, you've come into your own, continue to move forward. At last you've come into your own. You're realising how special you are, and you're realising how clever you are. You're not, well, you're more observant, you're more, well, clever is the word, than you thought you were. So I think you're not really giving yourself credit for how clever you are, how intuitive you are, how psychic you are, and how you have this healing ability that you could grow and learn and let it manifest and let it do some good for you and all the people you love. This reading, number 4, is brilliant. Please give it a like if you like it. Please subscribe and join our lovely family. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers and you could help me. I'm going to give you lucky numbers now, so you might want to get a pen. Share them with your friends on social media, and I'm going to give you lucky numbers after all the readings in future, so these can really change your life. You may recognise these numbers coming up now. They could be wedding dates, birthdays, lucky numbers you already like, work check numbers, addresses you've lived at. They may mean nothing at all to you, but they're special. And I wrote these down earlier today with the help of my spirit guides for you, number 4, and you don't need to use all 6. You can use a couple of them or 3 of them. Do what you feel is right. These numbers are number 8, 11, 13, 25, 42, and 29 and 42. Do they mean anything to you? Some of them may. I'll give them you once again, so I messed that up. 8, 11, 13, 25, 29 and 42. These numbers can change your life, so I'm glad you stayed with me. It's been such a pleasure talking to you from North Devon, beautiful North Devon, where it's got dark now, not far from the seaside and the cliffs and the rocks. We can hear them when it's windy here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and give me a like. And I'm going to say goodbye now. Remember my motto, think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And of course, I love every one of you. See you soon. Catch you later. Bye-bye.